Texas Wesleyan hasn't had football since the attack on Pearl Harbor. In the weeks that followed, the team disbanded. In fact, every player served in World War II, and while many of them returned, football never did until now. And with that return comes an incredible story of family and friendship. Our Sean Giggy explains in this WFAA original.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
After 76 years of darkness, an incredible piece of history is coming back to light.
You ready?
Hey, sir.
This
It's been a long time.
is Texas Wesleyan's first football team
It's going to take faith for you to win this game.
since 1941.
Glory forever. Amen, amen.
And these guys know
out, Kane Hard.
the wait is finally over.
It's time.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Like they said, it's time.
They're all eager to revive this program. But safe to say, no one is more excited
Oh gosh, okay.
than these two
It's exciting.
70-year-old women from Fort Worth.
Oh, thrilled. Just thrilled. So excited.
Susan Roddy
So excited.
and Marcia Hilcher
Yes.
are best friends
Yeah.
who owe their
And
lives
his
and
favorite
friendship
receiver was
to
Paul
Texas
Swan.
Wesleyan football.
If it hadn't been for the friendship of Hall and Monroe, we would not have our friendship.
Susan's dad, Paul Splawn,
This is my dad, yes.
was the running back for that old Texas Wesleyan team.
They were the dynamic duo.
Marcia's dad, Monroe McCarty,
That's my daddy, Monroe.
was the quarterback,
Daddy was Wesleyan football.
and they were more than just teammates.
They may not have been blood brothers, but they were brothers in every other way.
They were inseparable.
The two had been side by side since middle school.
Always together.
And so, after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Paul and Monroe both joined the war.
Side by side.
Marcia wasn't born until the war was over, but Susan was just 2 when her dad shipped out.
And before he left, he asked Monroe to take care of Mother and me in case anything happened.
That was the last time the two friends ever saw each other. Paul Splawn was killed in France in November of '44. Monroe was heartbroken, but never forgot what his friend had asked: take care of my family. So after the war, Monroe kept tabs on Susan and her mom. Over time, they grew close and eventually realized they were better together.
He wanted to marry my mother and that he would become my dad.
Monroe McCarty gave his friend what he wished and gave her a sister. Marcia was born a couple of years later.
A lot of people suffered for me to get to be here. It's hard. Monroe did just what his friend asked him to do.
And I couldn't have had a better daddy than Monroe. He became my dad in every sense of the word.
Without those two teammates, this family wouldn't be possible.
Eric, did you have any of those?
Which is why, when Texas Wesleyan announced football was coming back, they celebrated.
I never dreamed it would ever come true.
This would have meant the world to them. Hey, how are you?
That first game
Today we are witnesses to history.
was like walking back in time.
I can just imagine Dad out there throwing that ball or catching that football.
I'd give anything if they were here to see this.
Putt, putt, putt. 76 years in the making.
Come on, Rams!
Susan hardly remembers her birth father, but with each play, he came rushing back.
We can see them out on the field today.
When you've missed someone for 70 years, there's no way
No,
to describe the feeling of seeing them again.
there's really not.
And because of that, they will continue to be here, making sure that, like their father's legacies, this program will now live forever.
Such happy memories, happy memories.
John Giggy, Channel 8 News.
What a fantastic story there, including the twist in the middle. The Rams, by the way, ended up losing that historic home opener at Farrington Field, but they'll be playing again this Saturday in New Mexico, where they'll take on the New Mexico Highlands University.